Okay, so welcome everybody. Oh, we have lots to talk about tonight. All about our mindfulness challenge for May. So let's just start by putting one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly, and just notice how we feel. Just notice how you're feeling. And take some deep breaths. And hopefully you've been working on your mindfulness challenge. And like I say, we have lots to talk about. So I will start. There it is. So we'll quickly look at the pictures, talk about, just notice how you're feeling. Just think, oh yes, I feel that way. Remember, mindfulness is just paying attention. Doesn't matter, just pay attention. And there's our barometer of how, if you're feeling a certain way, you can do this on the other side. So hopefully everybody's green. And a prayer for May. May you be happy. May you stay healthy. May you feel safe. May you find comfort. May you sense peace. May you give love. May you possess courage. May you have faith. May you spread joy. May you be kind. And oh, I guess are the flowers growing? The flowers are starting to grow. So it will be beautiful. Okay, so mindfulness. This is such a big thing to talk about. Mindfulness. Paying attention on purpose. In the present moment. So when we say every week, we say, just notice how you're feeling. So just paying attention on purpose. That's when you notice how you're feeling. And in the present moment, so you just really be grounded in the present moment. And when we say, notice how you're feeling, it's okay. You can just notice. You don't have to have any judgment. So there we are, paying attention on purpose. So really notice how you're feeling. In the present moment, slow down and focus on what is happening right now. Notice your thoughts, good or bad. So if you're feeling sad, sick, whatever, happy, that's how you are. If you're sad, then you cry. If you're happy, then you laugh. And of course, the challenge is, right, to do things mindfully. So it could be any of those things, and then you color in the back, right? So you could mindfully brush your teeth. You could mindfully wash the dishes. You could just mindfully eat. And maybe you should just do that all the time. Doesn't matter. Even May is over, still do it. So good to do things mindfully. And we're going to get onto this. Oh my gosh, do you remember this? We talked about this before. Change the channel. So the idea, this is a change the channel mindfulness activity. Oh my gosh. So if we're going to look at pictures, and they are going to be emotions. And we're going to say, yep, just change the channel. So if we're not, it might help you to learn or practice or think about yourself, that you can change the channel. If you maybe get into a negative way, change the channel. And you could also help You could tell other people, right? If you notice somebody in your family's getting a little grumpy, just say, "Oh, change the channel." So here we are. We've got the popcorn, we've got the remote here to change the channel. Let's just have a look. Oh, look at that. So we're sad. So we're just going to change the channel to happy. There we go. And if we're feeling down or negative or change the channel to yay. And here, well, we're not really sad. We're not really, doesn't look too bad, but maybe something's going on. Maybe you're thinking things that you don't want to be thinking about. Change the channel. And there you go. So maybe you felt a little lonely, feeling a little stressed maybe. You could ask for help and do something with someone else. Oh, now this looks, oh dear, now we can tell what this is, right? Feeling a little sad, a little down. Change the channel. Yeah, go and hang out with people so you're not on your own and you can hopefully cheer yourself up if you hang out with other people, hang out with family or friends. Oh, this man looks a little worried, I think, don't you? If you feel worried, you can just say, oh, just change the channel. Change the channel. And a good way to get out of feeling down is maybe go outside and just feel the sun, feel the fresh air. Just go for a walk. Oh, that's a good way to change the channel. Oh, come on, negative. Oh, just anything negative. Negative talk, negative thoughts, just negative, negative, negative. Be positive, right? So you just have to remember, change the channel. Okay, so today's meditation is different. It's a little different today. And I know we've done this before, so anchor breath. You remember we watch there's a little video to explain anchor breath, which is something you can do all the time. So it's kind of like a meditation, but it's very good for when you're thinking, when we're focusing on mindfulness.
Imagine that you're on a small boat in the middle of the ocean, and the wind and the waves are your thoughts and feelings. When the water is calm, it's easy for you to steer your boat where you want it to go. You can see what's around you, make good decisions, and enjoy the journey. But when the seas get stormy, when the wind and the waves get bigger and stronger, it's easy for a little boat to get tossed around. If the storm gets big enough, it can be hard to see anything else. Your boat is getting so tossed around that you can't see where the storm is coming from or how to get out of it. Sometimes you can't even tell which end is up. But your boat has an anchor. A boat with a strong anchor still feels the wind and the waves, but the anchor gives your boat the steadiness it needs to weather the storm without losing its way. This anchor is inside of you. In fact, you have 3 anchors. Your body, your breath, and your mindset can all be powerful anchors that keep you steady when your emotions get stormy. But just like the anchor on a boat, our inner anchors can only help us when we know where they are and how to use them. The practices of yoga and mindfulness are powerful ways to get familiar with our inner anchors, learn how to use them, and explore all they can do. The best time to practice is when the seas are quiet. Then, when you're faced with a challenging emotional storm, you'll be better able to use your body, breath, and mindset to help you stay steady, safe, and heading in the right direction. Bon voyage!
So, anchor breath. Oh my gosh. We have to practice when we are not feeling frustrated. So, like the lady said, we need to practice when the waters are calm. So, anchor breath. You could use your hand on your belly, or your hand on your heart, or hand in front of your mouth. There's different ways of feeling calm and using your anchor breath, and you just have to figure out which one works for you. So if we sit up tall, breathe in and out through your nose, just letting your belly expand each time you breathe in. And now place one hand on your belly, and as you breathe, notice the way your body moves. Can you feel your breath in your belly? How is your belly moving with your breath? Take a few moments and just take breaths so your belly moves in and out. So only hand on your belly for now. So hand on the belly, that's all. Just notice how you're breathing. Now, one hand on your chest. And as you breathe, just notice the way your body moves. Can you feel your breath in your chest? And how is your chest moving with your breath? So just take a few moments and just notice if this feels good for you. If you were feeling frustrated, would this be where you'd want to put your hand? Would this be your anchor? Now, take your hand, put it a little bit away from your mouth. And as you breathe in and out through your nose, just notice you can feel the air on your hand. And how does it feel? Does it feel warm? Is it cool? Is it smooth? Is it choppy? Now, take a moment just to think. Now, which of those places on your body felt the best? Was it your belly? Was it your chest? Was it in front of your mouth? Which of those spots would be the best place for you to have your anchor breath? So you could maybe practice when we're not right now, but practice during the week and decide which one of these places is best for you. So hand on the belly, just hand on the belly, hand on the heart, maybe even two hands on the heart. Then just one hand in front of your mouth. So these places are good places just to calm you down and anchor yourself. So this is really what mindfulness is, right? It's just being in the present moment. And if you get frustrated and all in a frazzle, that's like the extreme, right? Just whoa. You just have to bring yourself. So it's either hand on the belly, hand on the chest, or hand in front of your mouth. And that's your anchor to calm you down. And it helps your mind from not wandering. Helps you to feel steady. Helps you to feel mindful. Oh, I told you there was lots to talk about today. So we've got changing the channel, right? So that's probably way before. That's something you could do to stop you needing the anchor breath, to stop you getting into that stormy water. Change the channel, right? If that doesn't work, then you can use your anchor breath. Oof, that was a lot, wasn't it? So now we're just going to remind ourselves every week, and this is all kind of mindfulness, right? Yoga, mindfulness, letting go of things, and being patient with yourself and with others, and accepting. Do you remember when we had that before on that other slide when we were saying what is mindfulness? And we said non-judgmental. Well, another way of saying non-judgmental is just saying accept. Just accept who you are. Don't judge yourself. Accept who you are and accept other people and just accept the way things are. And of course, the big one, if you are grateful, you have gratitude. So all these things are positive. And the really big one is gratitude. Well, I have my empty basket. It's always great just to take a moment, just to stop. Remember, just to stop, just take a breath. Whew. Just notice how you're feeling and just be grateful. So Claire, you're first on my little list there. So could I just ask you to take a moment, think about something you're grateful for? And then goes your little stone. And then Kathy is next. Can you think of something you're grateful for, Kathy? There, and I will pop it in the basket. Jennifer's next. And then Sarah. And Megan. So now the basket is not empty. Thank you so much. As we move forward, let's just see what. Don't ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Let it go. So that's. Oh, I'm going to say something, and it's a big hint. Be where your feet are. And if you remember, we actually have a story called Be Where Your Feet Are. This is a especially good story when we are talking about mindfulness. So it's by Julia Cook and illustrated by John Davis. And again, this is a bit longer of a story than we usually do. So let's just start. Be where your feet are. These are my feet, and this is me. Sometimes I'm not where I'm supposed to be. My brain gets crowded. There's so much going on. I do 3 things at once, and I get 2 of them wrong. Be where your feet are, I hear people say. Do one thing at a time. It's a much better way. Every day my feet get ready for school, but the rest of me has other things to do. Is your homework in your backpack? Did you brush your teeth? Don't forget your permission slip for the field trip next week. Remember you have a game tonight, so hurry home right after school. Good luck on your trombone tryout and try hard to follow the rules. My feet walked me to school, and on the way I practiced my trombone solo in my head. I'm a trombone star, see how I can blow. I marched right past the school, I didn't even know. Hand in your permission slips, I heard my teacher say. Please place your homework in the basket and put your other stuff away. I reached into my backpack, but it was empty. I know my homework's in here and my permission slip is too. I thought I put them in last night. Now what am I supposed to do? It's time now for a math test, so take out all your stuff. Math test? What math test? Today is going to be rough. My math test took forever. I couldn't wait to get it done. All I could think about was my trombone tryout. I just wanted to be number one. I ran down the hall as fast as I could. I needed all the warm-up time I could get. I decided to cut through the gym and ran right into the volleyball net. Hey, be where your feet are. I started warming up, and then a part of me left my feet. The next thing I knew, inside my head, I was marching in the street. I'm a trombone rock star. See how I can blow. All the other kids looked really confused. And then my band teacher said, "No, those aren't the right notes. Be where your feet are." I played my solo a few minutes later, and as soon as I got it done, I could tell by the look on my band teacher's face, I knew I was number one. Woohoo! The rest of my day was such a blur. I don't even remember walking home. It's a good thing my feet know where I live because my brain was in a zone. Uh-oh, looking at a phone there. Whoops, I wonder how deep the mud puddle is. I want a bike like that. I'll do a selfie by this cool car. I wish I had a cat. Oops. There. Just as I got home, my mum pulled into the driveway. "You're not ready. What are you doing? Your game starts in half an hour. Why are you holding that cat? It looks like you need a shower. Oh, how did your trombone tryout go?" My soccer game was kind of a disaster. And after dinner, my life got even worse. I just got an email from your teacher. She said today you had a test and I need to have a talk. There's no way you did your best. I did do my best, remember? I told you I got the solo. I'm not talking about your trombone tryout. I'm talking about your math test. Oh, I did my best on that too. I'm sure you did with part of your brain that stayed attached to your feet, but I bet you thought about other things too, which caused your brain to compete. Well, I was kind of worried about my tryout. During your soccer game too, what were you thinking about when that ball hit you in the face? Oh, getting a cat. And what were you thinking about when you accidentally kicked a goal for the other team? My trombone future. What do you think you should have been thinking about during your soccer game? My soccer game, I guess. It's all about being present in everything you do. If you can be where your feet are, you'll be much better. You'll be a much better you. When you tried out for your solo today, what were you thinking about? Playing my song. What else? That's it, just playing my song. And how did you do? Awesomely amazing. That's what it feels like to be where your feet are. When you share your attention between two things or three or four, your brain has to switch from one to the other and your focus is less, not more. And when someone wants to talk to you, but you're paying more attention to your screen, you're saying, "Hey, you're not worth my time." And that's not just rude, that's mean. You need to be mindful of now, and that really takes it all in. Your feet are standing in the present, not where you have been. Take a deep breath and start to enjoy what's right in front of your nose. The people, the experiences, and the great expectations that are there to help you grow. Give yourself a mindful moment and make your feet and brain a team. Well, how do I do that? Instead of multitasking, break up your time into hunks, 20 minutes for this, 40 for that. And some things need bigger chunks. You can think about it as a pizza. So this bit of pizza here is your sleep because you sleep so many hours. And then there's other stuff here. And then I know you girls don't have homework or soccer, but you could have, I don't know, art or dancing. Some of you do other things, and then some of you work. So there's all these different sections of the pizza. You have to focus on one at a time. Give each thing that you do, all of your brain. Try not to make your brain share. Be where your feet are when you're talking to others and really show them you care. I thought a lot about what my mum said and decided to give it a try. I couldn't believe the difference and how much time I saved. I got better at everything I did and even had more time to play. Now I'm more mindful of what I'm doing and it's easier to do what's expected. I'm so much happier with myself because my feet and my brain are connected. Now, when someone is talking to me, I give them all of my brain, but my life would be so much better if others would do the same. Mom, be where your feet are. Okay. So, there we go. There's a lot of stuff, right? We talked about a lot of stuff, so we had to change the channel. If you notice you're getting frustrated or feeling sad or whatever, change the channel. If that doesn't work and you are feeling completely or then you do the anchor breath. So it's either hand on the belly, hand on your chest, or hand in front of your mouth, and that's the one, whatever one of those helps you. And then the other thing was this long story about being where your feet are. So you have to just focus on what you're doing now, right? Oh my gosh, this is a big, big thing, this mindfulness. So let's just take a little breath, and relax. I bet your brains are just going, and so we have to practice what we were just talking about, and just change the channel, calm down. One hand, you could put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly if that feels good. And just take those deep breaths in and out. And I'm going to move over to so on my floor here. You're just taking a moment just to process all that information we just shared. Okay. So sitting nice and tall, we're going to get started. We're going to start moving. We're going to do our cat and our cow. Oh, nice and slow. Just sliding the hands and curling the spine, tucking the chin in. And then sliding the hands back, looking up, curving the spine. Just slowly moving, warming up. And then we can do our side bends. Just reach. Just take a moment, just have a nice, really stretch, 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 stretch. And then go to the other side, really stretch. Oh, have a nice stretch, really feel the stretch, right down the side of your body. Oh. And we'll go back to do some cat and cows. Nice and slow. And then we're going to reach those arms up nice and tall, and then just drop one hand behind, one hand on your knee. And then breathe and see if your spine can get a little taller and you can turn a little bit more. And then lift those arms up over to the other side. It's a nice tall spine. And lift up those arms and hands reaching up high, and just let the arms fall down. One hand on your knee, one hand behind. Then lifting up, reach, reach, reach to the other side. And then reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. And then let the arms come down nice and slow. And you breathe out really, really slowly. And when you do that, that's another good way of calming down. You're getting all frazzled. And just take nice slow breaths. Let the long exhale help you to calm down. Go back to our cat and cow. And then just bring those feet together. And sit up nice and tall. And see if those feet can come even closer to your body. Really stretch those legs. Maybe let your legs flap like butterfly wings. Bring those legs out straight. Give them a little shake, a little wiggle. Then we're going to get onto our hands and knees, onto our tabletop. So move away your cushions. Move away the cushions. Get into your tabletop. That's it. Tabletop. So hands are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. And do nice big circles. So nice big circles with those hips. So come forward. Go out to the side. Then let your hips go right down. Touching your ankles. And over to the side. Nice and slow. And then we can keep in our tabletop. So those hands are nice and firm underneath your shoulders. And then you stick one leg out. And you can lift one arm out. Remember we did this before. Balancing table, right? Might feel a little wobbly. That's okay. Focus on being balanced. And the hand can come down and the leg can come down. And when you get all ready, you put the other leg out. Stretch that leg out behind you. And you could lift the other arm up. your balancing table. And bring your hand down and the leg down, and then you can just put the hips down. Stretch those hands out in front. So keep the knees together. The arms are straight. Just feel the stretch in your back. And then you can just rock forward so your shoulders are over your hands. Then just rock back. And then rock forward. Rock back. Rock forward. You can stay here a little bit longer. Shoulders are over the hands. And then rock back. Just have a little rest here. And then we're in the perfect spot to do our downward facing dog. So get those hands onto blocks or hands onto the mat. Nice strong arms. Curl the toes under. Hips go up. And downward facing dog. And just take a moment. Stretch the backs of the legs. Stretch the arms. Heads down. Hips are up. Keep breathing. And then step forward. And so your hands are on the mat. Your head's down. And then just slowly bring your hands up. And you can stand in mountain pose with your hands at your heart center. There we are. So now we'll do some sun salutations. And hopefully the sun will come out here. We have had lots of rain. So here we go. Lift those arms up, reaching up. And hinge at the hips. And touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. And lift those arms way up high. Bring your hands to heart center. And we'll do that again. So lift those arms up. And hinge at the hips. And touch the mat. Then touch your knees with a flat back. And touch the mat. And then bring those arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. And again, so lift those arms up. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Bring your arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's do it one more time. So bring those arms up. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Bring those arms up. Bring those hands to heart center. Whoa. Now we're going to get into our warrior 2 pose. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and bend that front knee. Make sure you can see those toes and the arms go out. And just turn your head, face those fingers at the front. Then you can rest your arm, bring the other arm over, and reach, reach, reach. Reach, reach. And then swing back into our warrior 2. Have nice strong legs and nice strong arms. And then back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Look up at your hand, reach that hand up, up, up. And then back into a warrior 2. This time we're going to do something different. The arms are going to come down. I'm going to turn those feet so they're pointing to the corners of the mat. And instead of doing a forward fold, we're going to sit down. So just let your bottom go down and bring your arms up. So we're in our goddess pose. So make sure your shoulders are up. it. So it's going to be strong. Your legs are probably getting sore. So bend those knees, sitting down almost. It's almost like a chair pose, but the legs are wide. And then you can stretch those legs straight, bring those arms down. And then we'll turn the other way for our second side of our warrior two. So legs are nice and wide apart. And just bend that front knee, make sure you can see those big toes. And the arms go up. Turn, look at those front fingers. Have nice strong arms and legs. Just notice all those muscles you're using in the legs. And you can rest and bring the arm over. And reach as far as you can go. And then come back into warrior two. And back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Back into warrior two. And the arms can come down again. Just let the feet point to the corners so they're sticking, pointing out like this. And your legs are nice and wide apart. I just want to move my camera a bit so you can see a bit better what I'm doing. So feet are wide. And then bend the knees. So just let your bottom go down. Keep your shoulders up. Then your arms come back up into goddess pose. And you can straighten those legs and bring the arms down. Keep the legs and feet exactly where they are. Now we can bend at the hips and just do a nice wide-legged forward fold. Just let the fingertips touch the mat. Let the head go down. So we're in a wide-legged forward fold. All we have to do is breathe into that muscle that's at the base of the spine and into those hip muscles. Let everything go, let the tension go. And then slowly coming up. Slowly, slowly. Then you're a star. Reaching up, reaching up, reaching up, and then let those arms come down nice and slow as you breathe out. So slowly. Then you can bring those feet together. Maybe give them a little shake. And just stand for a moment in mountain pose. Your hands at heart center. And just think about the story. Where are those feet? Just notice your feet touching the ground. Maybe wiggle the toes. Put them back down on the mat. Maybe even go up on your toes. Go up on your toes and back. Go up on your toes and back. And wiggle those toes. Just notice how the feet touch the ground. Be where your feet are. We got lots of things to help to ground us, right? We keep talking about that grounding and feeling connected. So we've got anchor breath. We've got being where your feet are. Changing the channel. Oh my gosh, you've got so many things to think about. So here we go. We're going to go back now into our downward facing dog. We're going to get back down onto the ground. So do your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So you can get back down onto the mat. Bend the knees. Bend those knees. And we'll do a wide-legged child's pose. Keep those big toes together. Big toes together, knees apart. Just let the head go down. We have a little rest here in our child's pose. More of a resting child's pose. So knees apart, head down. It's a nice slow deep breath here. Now we think about our anchor breath. We're in our child's pose. And you just push yourself up. Bring those knees together. And then you can just make your way to lie on your back. Bend those knees. Bend the knees. Feet on the mat. And you can push the hips up into our bridge pose. And then just let the hips go down nice and slowly. Push those hips up again. And just let the hips go down nice and slowly again. And let's just do that bridge pose one more time. So push the hips up. Hold those hips up. You're using the muscles in your legs, your muscles around your hips. And your legs pushing into the ground. Just let those hips go down. Just take a moment just to notice the back, your lower back is on the floor. It's just kind of flat on the floor. It's a lovely grounding feeling. A nice restful feeling. It's nice for your back to get the support of the floor. Then we can lift those knees up and give them a hug and do a little roll from side to side. And then one foot goes down. Bring the other foot up onto that knee for our recline pigeon pose. So this one leg is finger number 4 is bent. Just let the arms go on the floor, palms face up and relax. Relax the shoulders. Just notice the shoulders, notice the tongue and the jaw. Just relax everything. Relax this leg that's up in the air. Just relax that knee. Take nice slow deep breaths. Bring that knee up, give it a little hug. Put that foot down, bring the other knee up, give it a little hug, then help the ankle onto the knee. We've got our number 4. Let this knee that's up in the air, now just let it relax. And relax your arms and your shoulders. And just relax, take in slow deep breaths. Relax your back. So it sits on the floor, just relaxing on the floor. Just give that knee a hug. And then put the feet down. So keep the knees together. Let the knees fall to the side. Let the arms go out into a T. And look away from the knees. So we'll do our recline, supine pose. So we've got a little twist. Knees go one way. We look away. Arms are out. Arms are out. Just relax. Take slow deep breaths. Just slowly point the knees to the sky and let the knees drop to the other side. Look away. Just let the knees relax, the legs relax. The legs just fall to the floor. Look away from the knees. Just lift those knees up, point to the sky, and bring those knees up. Give them a hug. And do our little roll from side to side. And put the feet down. You can get ready for your Shavasana. Just rest on the floor. Just let your arms be relaxed by your side. Relax your face, your jaw, your tongue. Just allow yourself to close your eyes. Slowly and deeply breathing in and out. Just let the inhale start in the belly and let it rise up into the chest. As the breath slows down and gets deeper, just let go of any thoughts or other things that are bothering you. Just let your mind focus on the breath. Bring your attention deep inside your body, right into its center, and look for a place that is still quiet and peaceful. Deeply breathe into the center. Let your breath fill it up with peace and stillness. Just notice that place. It's calm, peaceful, still, deep inside you. It's slowly beginning to spread through your whole body. Just keep feeling that feeling of peace inside you. Letting yourself relax. Letting yourself, your whole body, feel calm and peaceful and relaxed. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Move your head from side to side. Slowly roll over to one side and slowly come up to seated. And do our 2 little yoga moves. So lifting the sides of the eyes and the little turning up the sides of the lips here so we have a smile on our face. So we can share our smile and our love with everyone. We better practice our peace is in me. Peace is in me. Is in me.
Peace is in me. Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
And then we'll do our love
Peace is in
meditation.
me. Peace is in me.
Oh, well, I've caught your love and kindness, and I've kept it here in my heart. I'll keep it here till we see each other again.
Okay.
We got lots to think about, right? We got changing the channel. We've got to think about the anchor breath and being where your feet are. Oh my gosh. Woohoo!
Namaste.
So
Namaste.
thank you for coming and listening to all that. Namaste.
Oh, thank you, Mama. Namaste. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Mama.
Bye.